Welcome to what is Wednesday, the 27th of May, 2020. And my name is Craig Ross, and head coach of the South African Voiceover Academy. We've been traveling around the country now for over 5 years. We've trained over 800 voiceover artists to date, and successful in terms of equipping voiceover artists not only to record at other studios, but also to record their voice and capture it from home, empowering the voiceover artist so much more. I mean, just look at lockdown. What happened before lockdown is you would get a call from either myself or Selwyn or an agent or a radio station, and you would be sent a script and say, please come into the studio. That can't happen anymore. So what's been going on is that companies, ad agencies, voice agencies have been looking for artists that have the ability to be able to record their own voice from home. So that's kind of what we do, okay? And the lockdown didn't really stop us. It just caused us to become a little bit more innovative. And we were able then to move this whole process of teaching this intricate art of voiceover online. And what we found is that it's as though it's more intimate, number one. It's as though I'm sitting next to you all the time. We're sharing screens where everybody can see the same script. When we change punctuation, when we talk about different inflections, different ways to approach the script, different target audiences, everybody is learning from that at the same time, live and in real time, which is a great advantage to you, really. Not only that, we then ask you to record a number of scripts, one, maybe two, in either a hard, medium, or a soft sell. A hard sell, a medium sell, a soft sell. And what we do is we get you to, and we teach you how to do that, we get you to record those, and then we actually capture that, play your audio back, and give you intricate direction and feedback on the type of performance that you've done. So amongst other things, we will teach you about how this industry actually works. You know, where is this voiceover work actually coming from? What voiceover work is out there? Where does this voice, where can my voice be used to earn money? Okay, so there are a couple of platforms. So, I think, can you mention a couple of platforms for me that are available for voiceover?
Yeah, sure, Craig. Okay, so the one that springs to mind, of course, is radio and television, which is the most common sort of, when you mention voiceover, I'm sure you all think of radio and television, but there are many different platforms of voiceover where the voice is used professionally. Just some of the categories that I can think of offhand are IVR, which is talking over the phone, messaging over the phone. Corporate
I'll do an example of that for you, even so. For assistance in English, please press 1. For assistance in Afrikaans, please press 2. For any other query, please press 3. That's IVR, otherwise known as PBX. Go for it, Sol.
And press 4 to move on to corporate explainer videos. Okay, so corporate explainer videos, another very big area, e-learning. Okay, education is massive with voice now, audio books, and the list goes on and on. There are many different categories. I mean, talking, communicating over transport. The voice is used in so many different ways, and all these different types of platforms require a different skill set. And that's what we at SAVOA specialize in. We help you, guide you, and also try and find your unique selling points as a voice artist, because there are so many different things. You can't, obviously the ideal thing is to be able to do all these different voices for all the different platforms, but you generally find that each person has their own real unique speciality, and that's what we spend our time in doing when we work with you, when you come onto one of our courses.
Absolutely.
By the way, I just want to say how Craig was mentioning that, we spend 5 years traveling around the country running our booth camps and recording studios, but we were really quite restricted in a sense that we only went to the major centers. We went to Durban, Johannesburg, Cape Town, Port Elizabeth. But now with this platform, we can reach out to anyone, anywhere in the world, literally, but particularly in South Africa. So if you're in a remote part of the country, provided you've got some internet access or you've got a phone access, you can join us on one of our courses, which we are really quite excited about.
Yeah.
Craig.
Sal, guys, we don't really make these sessions selling sessions. That's not what they're about. We're not about that. Our company's not about that. We're not about selling dreams and unicorns and gold dust. We're not about that. We're realists and we're authentic, and we want you to understand that you're here for a reason. We know you're here for a reason. You're looking for something. You're searching for something. Something other than, or to add to what you're doing at the moment. And that could be, in your workspace. It could just be to build confidence. We have a lot of our students coming to our courses to simply, who don't really have a voice at home, in the workplace. They come to our courses to be heard, to have their voice heard, recorded and critiqued. And what that does is increases, one's, what am I trying to say here? Confidence.
Well, it improves the confidence and communication, just general communication in the workplace. So I don't want to babble on anymore. What I want to do is I want to go straight to the hard stuff, straight to what we get up to on these courses. So I'm going to actually go to the panel now. And we've decided to make these Wednesdays interactive. And as I said to you before, this is not for any type of sales gimmick. It's to add value to the voiceover industry and to you as well. And just to shed a little bit of light on what this actually takes to become successful at it. So here what I'm going to do is share my screen with you, just like that. And what you'll notice is my desktop. I'll then open up a booklet and I will go to a script. And what I want to do is I'm actually going to unmute somebody's microphone and put them on the hotspot and get them to read this script live. So how does that sound? Okay, so I wonder who that's going to be. Sal, will you help me by choosing somebody and see whether or not... Sure.
Yes.
Hi, Renee, and welcome to you.
Renee,
thank you.
It's good to have you on board, and thanks for being available for us to do this. So this is an ad, a normal one of our scripts in one of our teaching booklets, and it's called Celentano, not Celentano, Celentano frozen foods. Okay, now it's a radio commercial, and it's kind of, there's the direction it's saying appetite appeal. Now, I'm not sure if you know, but appetite appeal is a type of delivery style that you get voiceover. You get quite a number of voiceover styles, namely the hard sell, you get a medium sell, soft sell, and then you get appetite appeal, which is scrumptious, tasty, yummy butter. You can actually hear, you can taste what I'm saying. Now, that is a skill that one needs to develop in voiceover. Now, in this particular ad, let's look at the text. Okay, let's look at what we're looking at. Okay. You know, when mom cooked, nobody could beat the fresh aroma that came from her kitchen. I'm not performing it, I'm just reading it. Let's check the text. Somehow the sauce is always just right. Pasta so fresh, the taste so delicious. Now, there's only one name to think of a food like mom's. Celentano's Italian frozen entrees. Entrees, not entries, entrees, okay? With the freshness of a home-cooked meal. Lasagna, ravioli, you can have manicotti, stuffed shell, or manicotti, you can say, stuffed shell. And then an ellipsis, 3 dots. That's an ellipsis for those of you who don't know. An ellipsis is a pause, and in voiceover, pauses are used for dramatic effect. And in scripts, you'll notice copywriters often use these 3 little dots known as ellipsis, to create dramatic effect in the script. So you should take initiative and be able to take initiative as a voiceover artist and use those pauses accordingly. All right. And then it says, just like mom used to make, only with few calories. Celentano, do it for yourself, do it for mom. Right, so we're obviously talking about frozen food. So, I mean, immediately, who are we going to be talking to? Talk to me. Who are we going to be talking to? Who do you think?
A customer, maybe, or somebody that wants to learn how to cook.
Yes, perhaps. Or maybe could I suggest someone like a bachelor, somebody who's busy and on the go, maybe stay-at-home mom with lots of kids, a busy household, doesn't have time to cook, maybe throw in the Celentano frozen foods. She still needs something as good as her mom's cooking. Something that even makes her kids remind her of granny's cooking. Oh, man, what's going to remind me of my mom's cooking? They actually want you to believe, and there's no way in hell that this is going to be true. They want you to believe, right? Okay, I'm giving you as much info as I can before you start reading this, okay? So that you can understand. Remember, guys, comprehension is probably one of the number one prerequisites for becoming a voiceover artist. I mean, let alone sight reading, okay? Sight reading is and comprehension are two of the most important prerequisites, okay? Sight reading, which obviously means putting up a script and just reading it, going ahead like I did, but making it sound interesting at the same time, okay? Giving it all those little interesting ups and downs and interesting inflections. In voiceover, we call that light, and shade. Anyway, okay. So let's just get back. Okay, we're talking to busy people, bachelors, people on the go, busy families. Okay, fine. So let's see. Probably want to have a conversation with someone like that. So I wonder, what are we going to do? Hard, medium, or soft sell? Yes, it does say appetite field, but appetite field definitely can't be a hard sell. You're not going to be able to appeal to the appetite by going, when mom cooked, nobody could beat the fresh aroma that came from her kitchen. Somehow the sauce is always just right. I mean, you would run away from an ad that spoke to you like that about food, right? So obviously, let's look at a medium sell. And let's appeal to the appetite of the person. All right. So I'm going to let you go ahead and I'm not going to bombard you with direction. I'm going to let you read the script and then I'm going to direct you from there. How's that sound? Okay. So you say 3, 2, 1. And when I do say 3, 2, 1, what I'm going to do is actually record you from my side and play back your recording and direct you accordingly. And I am rolling. Go for it.
Okay, we can only see your screen.
Can't
Craig.
see
You've taken the script.
Is it gone? Okay, excuse me, guys.
Just do go. You can go.
I know what's
new
happening.
Share.
Can you see it now?
Yep.
Okay, great. And just do me a favor. All right, go for it for a practice read. All yours.
Okay. When mom cooked, nobody could beat the fresh aroma that came from her kitchen. Somehow, the sauce was always just right. Pasta so fresh, the taste so delicious. Now, there's only one name to think of for food like mom's. Celentano's Italian frozen entrees, with the freshness of a home-cooked meal. Lasagna, ravioli, manicotti, stuffed shell, just like mom used to make, only with fewer calories. Celentano, do it for yourself. Do it for mom.
Very good. Well done. I really enjoyed the read, although it was 40 seconds long. So you had to shave 10 seconds off that. Remember now, guys, this is a 30-second ad, not a 40-second ad. Okay. So that was a lovely read, but I did feel as though it was a bit too relaxed, like you were a little bit too dreamy. It wasn't. It didn't feel as though you were really going. When mom, nobody could beat the fresh aroma that came from her kitchen. I wasn't convinced that you really believed that nobody could beat the fresh aroma that came from your mom's kitchen. I don't believe that. I think while you're reading this, and I'm listening to it, I'm going, there's definitely somebody else he thinks can beat her mom's cooking. I need to believe that nobody can beat your mom's cooking. Okay, so what I want you to do is to actually project more, put a little bit more color in your voice, and act, right? And if it means using your face or using your hands to get that, to have that interpreted over the microphone, then do that. You have a free space, no judgment whatsoever. Okay, go ahead. 3. Actually, and before you do that, I'll actually want to do a fresh share, please. And just a second. Phil, will you just say 1, 2 for me?
Yeah, sure. 1, 2. Yep. Is it coming through? 1, 2. Yep.
No.
Okay.
Second.
Do you want me to share the screen on my side?
Just changing my preferences so I can record in. Doesn't seem like I'm receiving level from you guys coming in.
You're not getting any level?
No.
1, 2.
Not a logic coming in for some strange reason. Anyway,
Does it come? Have you got Nexus?
Yep. Nexus
selected. Yeah. 1. Nothing coming in. Okay.
Unfortunately, let me just here preferences. All right. Right, guys, I'm just setting up my preferences so I can record this voice. And
so, Renee?
Yes.
You're going to do it again, right? So, on this take, if you can just try and put a little bit more feeling, when mom cooked, nobody could beat the fresh aroma that came from her kitchen. Okay? So that you're really talking about your mom, and that we want to feel that you're being genuine. Because the most powerful form of advertising is word of mouth, right?
Right.
So advertising needs to sound real, believable. Okay. So that's what we want to try and see, and just think about that when you do your next read.
Okay.
Craig, you ready?
Okay. It doesn't look like my system's going to play cricket with me today, so it's fine. We'll just direct live. That's going to be fine. All right, go ahead.
Okay, just share the screen, Craig.
All right, Renee, and 3, 2, 1, and go for it.
When Mom cooked, nobody could beat the fresh aroma that came from her kitchen. Somehow, the sauce was always just right. Pasta so fresh, the taste so delicious. Now, there's only one name to think of for food like Mom's. Celentano's Italian frozen entrees with the freshness of a home-cooked meal. Lasagna, ravioli, manicotti, stuffed shell, just like Mom used to make, only with fewer calories. Celentano, do it for yourself. Do it for Mom.
Now, very, very well done. I want to say to you that pacing, it's not going to work, although it's so well read. And I love the smile behind the text. It's great. Melody behind the text is great. The thing is that I'm losing wanting to carry on listening to it because it's slow. So I don't feel like I want to carry on listening. So it's not engaging. Now, listen to what I do to it. I'm going to try and do it differently to you. And I don't want you to try and mimic me. I'm just wanting you to notice what I'm doing differently and see if we can notice what's happening. When Mom cooked, nobody could beat the fresh aroma that came from her kitchen. I mean, somehow the sauce is always just right. Pasta's so fresh, the taste so delicious. Now, there's only one name to think of for food like Mom's. Celentano's Italian frozen entrees with the freshness of a home-cooked meal. Lasagna, ravioli, manicotti, stuffed shell. Oh, just like Mom used to make, only with fewer calories. Celentano, do it for yourself, do it for Mom. Do you see the color? Do you see the my face? Do you see the fun that I'm throwing myself, right? I'm throwing myself into the confidence pool, right? I'm not holding back at all, okay? I'm allowing myself to dive into that confidence pool. I've put down the fifth wall, And I've said, look, I know there's so many people watching me, but I can't have that effect the way that I read this. Now, it's going to do that in the beginning. And how you get over that is by doing more and more and more reading. But not just, when mom was cooked, nobody could beat that. It's actually sight reading with color, emphasis, stressing, the appropriate pausing. Lasagna, ravioli, manicotti, stuffed shell. Just like mom used to make. You see, I gave that part of the script my own color. I, as a voiceover artist, am given a paintbrush by the creative director, the copywriter. And they say, right, Craig, you go in there and you paint the script for us. You color it in. Here's a canvas, right? And what we're supposed to do is bring our own unique flair to that session, wherever it is, at home or at another studio, and bring the script to life with color. Renee, you can give yourself a freaking pat on the back there, because high five, chick. That was freaking brilliant.
Well done, Renee. You did really well. And, I hope you kind of understood the direction that Craig was giving you there, because, your voice sounded amazing. It's just a matter of getting used to it, and also, being used to speaking much quicker or reading quicker. Okay, because in advertising, you've got 30 seconds to get a message across. So you've got to think about all these things, plus, get the timing right. So, well done.
No, and I've just noticed every one of the attendees have put on ask to unmute. I love it. And so I see that. I see all you. Okay, it's good.
They all want to have a go.
No, they're all. No, you got to ask them before you unmute them. So.
Okay.
we always get those individuals every Wednesday, and we're like, "Come on, don't be afraid." No, all right. Can I? Let's see. You go. You ask somebody next. So, you there? You gone?
I muted myself. Jenny. Hi, Jenny. Welcome.
Thank you.
Hey, Jenny, thanks so much for coming. We really appreciate your time. We know that we all have busy schedules, and thanks for joining us. So, if you can think back to Mom's cooking, those hearty Sunday lunches, yum, those Christmas dinners, or whatever's close to home for you, just go to that place in your mind. And with a bit of pace, I want you to read this Celentano's frozen food ad. And I want to just show how different this can be read from person to person. So go ahead when you'd like to start.
Yeah, Craig, sorry. I've got you on the side. I can't see the script all in one go.
Can you move Craig? You should be able to move him. Are you on a computer or on?
I'm on a laptop. Yes.
Okay.
If you press escape, you should be able to move. They should be separate. The images, the video images, and the share screen should be separate.
Should be separate.
Yeah.
I'm not very good at this.
No problem, Jenny.
Maybe I can take you over to the other side. There. Oh, hang on. Right, I've got it. Done it.
Excellent. Well done.
Look at you.
Right.
You're awesome. Now, because you're so awesome, please can you read this script for us? Because I have a funny feeling you're going to nail it in the bag. Celentano's frozen foods. I'm not sure if you're a fan of Italian food, but nonetheless, in voiceover, we have to sometimes read about things and sell things that we wouldn't necessarily buy ourselves. Okay. So, go ahead and let's see what you can do with this.
Okay. When Mum cooked, nobody could beat the fresh aroma that came from her kitchen. Somehow the sauce was always just right. Pasta so fresh, the taste so delicious. Now there's only one name to think of for food like Mum's. Celentano's Italian frozen entrees with the freshness of a home-cooked meal. Lasagna, ravioli, manicotti, stuffed shell, just like Mum used to make, only with fewer calories. Celentano. Do it for yourself. Do it for Mum.
Right. So very well done. 34 seconds. So 4 seconds over. But that's okay. You could just, I mean, you were reading that for your first time. You could now obviously tighten that up. And even if you brought it to about 32 seconds, we could still cut out breaths and even up spaces. And so we could really make that sound good. Now I want to talk to you, Jenny. Your natural ability and mechanical ability to read is there. It's great. What I'm not hearing is the emotional connection to the mechanical read. So, when Mom cooked, nobody could beat the fresh aroma that came from her kitchen. I mean, who the hell thinks they could beat my mom's cooking? And so what I would ask you to do is, in your next read, could you animate your mechanical read a little bit more? So whatever that means to you, let's see what happens, because that's going to differentiate you from the average voiceover artist. So go for it. Let's hear what it sounds like.
When Mum cooked, nobody could beat the fresh aroma that came from her kitchen. Somehow the sauce was always just right. Pasta so fresh, the taste so delicious. Now there's only one name to think of for food like Mum's. Celentano's Italian frozen entrees with the freshness of a home-cooked meal. Lasagna, ravioli, manicotti, stuffed shell, just like Mom used to make, only with fewer calories. Celentano, do it for yourself. Do it for Mom.
Okay.
Wow.
That was
well done. That was much better.
In another league compared to your last read. Now, I would say even still, that read, as nice as it was and as on community radio friendly it was, I would say to you that even more expression, stressing, perhaps some more color, comedy to that. When I say color, I mean more of you. It's quite stern still. When Mom cooked, nobody could. So what's coming across is quite stern. So you could lighten up a bit, and but otherwise, Flip, great voiceover. I could hear you doing narration, like reading books. So I mean, if that's something that you'd be interested in, that's really good. Just reading books is taking the world by storm at the moment. I don't know if you guys know this, but there are thousands of books that are being commissioned to record into audio, and more and more companies around the world and online are requesting artists to be able to record long books from the comfort of their own home. It's good bread and butter money for voiceover, and it's a wonderful thing to be involved in. Jenny, thanks so much. I really appreciate that.
Thank you for your instruction.
Thank you, Jenny, and well done to you. Okay, we're gonna go to Joe. Joe, hi. How are you doing, Joe?
Good, how are you?
Excellent, thank you, Joe, and welcome to our session today.
Thank you for inviting me. Let me just sort something out quickly. Yeah.
That sounds like sounds like you got a solid. Yeah, we can hear you. You got a great voice there, Joe. Okay, would you like to give it a go? Would you like to try and read? By the way, Joe, where are you from?
I'm in Joburg right now.
And what other languages do you speak, Joe?
I speak Shona, a little bit of Zulu.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent. So is your main language Sitsonga?
Shona.
Shona. You said Shona from Zimbabwe?
Yeah.
Okay. Excellent. Well, listen, language is another very, very important aspect with voiceover. So the more languages that you are fluent in, and it's very important that you are fluent in that language, because if you're not, you will be found out. So we often get people that come and say they can speak 6 languages, and then we book them for a voiceover, and we have an expert in there, and we have to cancel the session because of the pronunciation. So that's awesome. So Joe, Craig is going to share.
I think I can record them now.
Okay, awesome. We're going to share the screen with you, Joe, and do you want to give it a go?
Sure.
Just before I do that, Joe, give me a sec. Right, here we go. I'm going to share this with you. There we go, Joe. All right, you should be able to see Celentano's in front of you there. Do you see them?
Yep.
All right, my man. Remember Mom's Cooking? Maybe you still know Mom's Cooking. Think of how it made you feel and be friendly, smile, and invite us into your home with your voice. Do that and read this ad. Go for it.
You know, when Mom cooked, nobody could beat the fresh aroma that came from her kitchen. Somehow the sauce was always just right. Pasta so fresh, it tastes so delicious. Now there's only one name to thank for food like Mom's. Celentano, Italian frozen and entrees with the freshness of our home-cooked meal, lasagna, ravioli, manicotti, stuffed shell, just like Mom used to bake, only with fewer calories. Celentano, do it for yourself, do it for Mom.
Awesome, man. Can you still see the script?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, great. So now I'm on Logic. You can see the script. Okay, great. All right. So what I want to do is just play back this. And I like the first half of your read. Okay, you lost it towards the end. And what we would normally do is something called a drop-in. So we would, in a studio, be very happy with that first half of your read. And because we don't want to waste time, and the team was like, okay, he's not going to record that the same again. We'll just record from where he screwed up. And that's what we'll probably do now and show a demonstration of how we do that. Okay, so let's take a listen.
You know, when Mom cooked, nobody could beat the fresh aroma that came from her kitchen. Somehow the sauce was always just right. Pasta so fresh, it tastes so delicious. Now there's only one name to thank for food like Mom's. Celentano, Italian frozen and entrees.
So it's over there.
Now there's only one name to...
Okay, so what I'm going to do, okay, Joe, is that's so good. What a great voice, by the way. What I'm going to do is I'm going to play some of the end of the sentence. Listen here.
Just right. Pasta so fresh, it tastes so delicious.
So as soon as you hear this,
tastes so delicious.
You wait 1 second, and then you carry on from there to the end of the ad. Do you understand, Joe?
Sorry, repeat that.
So I'm going to play.
Just right. Pasta so fresh, it tastes so delicious.
So from tastes so delicious, then you're going to carry on from there after you hear that being played. Yeah?
Yeah, got it.
Call being dropped in. Okay, so here we go.
Just right. Pasta so fresh, it tastes so delicious. Now, there's only one name to think of for food like Mom's. Celentano.
Okay. Well, so let's go again. There's only one name to think of for food like Mom's. Put a comma after of for me. Put a comma after of. Now, there's only one name to think of for food like Mom's. Okay? Try that. Comma after of. Here we go.
Just right. Pasta so fresh, it tastes so delicious. Now, there's only one name to think of for food like Mom's. Celentano's Italian frozen entrees. With the freshness of a home-cooked meal, lasagna, ravioli, manicotti, stuffed shell, and just like Mom used to make, only with fewer calories. Celentano, do it for yourself, do it for Mom.
Well done, man. What a take. What a voice as well. You know what I want to do, Sohan? I'm gonna slip some music under that. 2 seconds. And
okay.
Play that back with music. Listen to this, Joe. Well done. I really enjoy what you're doing. While I'm getting music, you can listen back. Here we go. I'm actually going to just close that gap up while you... Here we go. Here we go. All right. And playback.
You know, when Mom cooked, nobody could beat the fresh aroma that came from her kitchen. Somehow the sauce was always just right. Pasta so fresh, it tastes so delicious. Now, there's only one name to think of for food like Mom's. Celentano's Italian frozen entrees.
Okay, sounded very good.
We don't hear music, Craig.
I know you don't. No, you okay. You do.
You know, when Mom cooked, nobody could beat the fresh aroma that came from her kitchen. Somehow the sauce was always just right. Pasta so fresh, it tastes so delicious. Now, there's only one name to think of for food like Mom's. Celentano's Italian frozen entrees. With the freshness of a home-cooked meal, lasagna, ravioli, manicotti, stuffed shell, and just like Mom used to make. Only with fewer calories. Celentano. Do it for yourself, do it for Mom.
Well done. So I just want to say, well done to Joe. That's very, very good. Big clap up for you there, Joe. Super proud. And yeah, let me just put you guys back on again. So, are you
Excellent.
there? Great.
Yeah, I'm here.
We're going to call the session there and just say, hey, guys, that's really what we're about. There's so much more that goes on in our workshops. That was just a little taste of what we do. If you guys want to join us on our next boot camp, we don't have one next week. It's our week off. We've been so busy with boot camps. But the week after, we'll be holding one Monday to Wednesday from 6 until 8:30. It'll be a voice skills and industry training as well as teaching you how to record from home. We will supply you with the recording program and teach you by sharing our screens how to record your voice from the comfort of your own home. Not only that, we'll go through recording scripts and crit you, find your unique selling point, and give you all positive feedback that will encourage you to move forward as a VO. So from me, Craig Ross, it's been great.